All right, y'all. Welcome back.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting... Okay, so before the last music break, we broke some news here on KMRD. There was a assassination attempt on Donald Trump in Pennsylvania at about 5:00 today. We were reading from various sources. We're going to go back over some of this information as well. We have new information to add to the situation, and then we're going to tell you what we think about all of it. So, Dream Queen, you got some stuff?
Going from information that I'm looking at right now from theguardian.com, you can find this everywhere. A shooting occurred at a Donald Trump rally, followed by the former president being rushed off the stage with blood around his ear. And here's what we know so far, Hawt Diggity. Trump was speaking at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, when loud noises were heard in the crowd around 6:13 p.m. So that would be Mountain Time, about 4:13. I got a text around 5:00 and came right in at the top of your show.
Yep.
Trump appeared to have been struck by something in the area of his right ear as he was speaking, and videos show him quickly clutching his ear and then ducking down to the ground as security agents and others leap to his aid. Trump stood up with blood on the side of his face and appeared to be saying, "Fight, fight," while pumping his fist. Trump was then quickly escorted from the stage and into his vehicle. The rally location is now an active crime scene. Trump's team and the Secret Service confirmed that he was fine and being checked at a local medical facility. The Butler County District Attorney confirmed that the suspected shooter and one rally attendee were dead. Another person at the rally was in serious condition. Law enforcement officials on the scene have officially considered this an assassination attempt. I will also say that recently we've had statements released by President Biden and former President Barack Obama have both spoken and given their thoughts and prayers and are saying that there is no room for violence in the political arena in the United States of America.
Okay. Big words. No. Sorry, can you read that quote one more time?
There's no room for violence in politics in America. Let's see. This one is from President Biden. He released a statement at, 7:55 Eastern Daylight Time. I have been briefed on the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to hear that he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who were at the rally as we await further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it.
So they'll say that after Donald Trump has an attempt on his life, but not after we have mass shootings every day.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking in, make sure I had that right.
President Barack Obama said on X, "There is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery."
Okay.
So a reminder to be civil now that blood is drawn. Now, didn't we sit here last week and talk about the Heritage Foundation founder who was saying that this transition to a GOP-led government would be bloodless as long as the liberals allow it?
Which is hilarious because liberals will allow anything.
Well, I just got that. I was about to say that.
Y'all are killing me here. Okay, keep going.
No, I just wonder about the way we know things to happen in covert ways.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Statement was just made by someone who framed the Project 2025 paperwork.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they don't want any smoke.
Yeah.
They don't want any violence unless the left draws the first blood. Now it is perceived an attack on their leader.
Yeah.
Who did it?
Yeah.
Must have been them leftists.
Yeah, absolutely. It's those radical Marxists.
So how is this going to play out, y'all?
What? We were talking about this before we came back from the break, but I am really interested to see what the news has to say about the shooter.
Yeah.
And who the shooter was and what their quote motivation was. Because regardless of who it was, we were talking about this earlier as well, it's not going to be good for anybody. The results of this are not going to be good for anybody. They're going to lean harder on law enforcement and support for law enforcement. It says here in multiple news sources as well, CNN is the one that I'm looking at currently. It says that there was TSA-like security. They had magnetometers, they searched bags, they did all this stuff to ensure that there were no weapons allowed in, and yet this happened. And we have a few guesses as to why that is. You said something about like the 3D printed plastic.
Yeah.
Obviously, they wouldn't read that in a TSA-like search.
And if you strap those in certain parts of your body, unless you're getting a pat down,
no one's going to find it.
Nobody's going to find that.
No one's going to know you have it.
I have a statement here that was just released 4 minutes ago from Donald Trump Jr.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
This is what Hugo Lowell has scooped this quote for The Guardian. Donald Trump Jr. had this to say after speaking with his father. I just spoke to my father on the phone and he is in great spirits. He will never stop fighting to save America, no matter what the radical left throws at him.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr., right? Mm-hmm. Trump Jr. is already saying, he's already pinning this on the left.
Yeah, I just said he was going to do that, and then it happened.
And then it happened. So they're already trying to pin this on the left and say that this was a move by the left.
Yes.
So the further demonization of the left is just perpetuating now.
Yes.
Which again, we've talked about this before, the woke crowd or the leftists or the progressives, all they want to do, the ultimate goal is to take care of everybody. So by this constant effort to demonize the left is so interesting to me because I'm like, you don't know anything about the left. Clearly, the left wants to make sure that you are fed, housed, clothed, you have everything you need to survive. How is the left going to be carrying out like these assassination attempts? But of course, I wonder what makes him say that though. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Why is Donald Trump Jr. so quick to say this was an attempt by the left? Like what? I mean, aside from the obvious.
Everything you just said.
Aside from the
obvious.
outside,
girl. I just said what I said. Like, it's on them. Now let's start a race war. I mean, the last fadeaway we had from all these fools, they were trying to start a bloodbath on the Capitol steps.
Absolutely.
And they just all like are pretty much all getting off scot-free for that. Yeah. So why wouldn't it get kicked up a notch? You just throw in, this is called theater. Political theater.
Yes.
And all I am here to do is beg y'all in America to act right and don't take the bait.
Yeah.
Don't take the bait. We were just talking about outside, things that I had noticed this time around that were different from, was it 2016, 2,000 years ago? When we went through this the first time?
Yeah.
And the flags.
Yeah. Yeah, the Trump flags.
It's not happening right now.
No.
I'm not seeing all of this extremist propaganda because people have become, I think, more and more disillusioned. The polls for both these cats have been down.
Yeah.
So now you got a real good reason to grab your flag, hoist it high. If you weren't there before,
you are now.
You are now. But don't go there. Don't go there now.
Yeah, if you can hear our voices, don't go there.
Just take some breaths.
calm down. Everything's going to be okay.
You know, smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, for sure.
Or chew it or whatever.
Whatever it is that you do.
Massage it.
You know,
whatever.
yeah. Go soak your feet. Go touch a tree. Go touch some grass.
A tree. So let me tell you about more breaking news that's happening.
What's going on?
Well, Biden is getting a speech together. And I don't know if it's happened. The first thing I saw on that was 14 minutes ago that he will soon deliver remarks. So right now I've got a refresh on the timeline here. Again, I'm reading from theguardian.com that's got breaking news coming. Biden says he hopes to speak with Trump following rally shooting. Joe Biden said he is hoping to speak with Donald Trump after at least 2 people were killed at his rally in Pennsylvania. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He is with his doctors. Apparently, he's been doing well. I plan on talking to him shortly. I hope when I get back to the telephone.
Let's see. Right here, I've got a couple of different statements from people. And you said a second ago, have we talked about the Save America hashtag yet?
No.
Okay.
And right before you, or after you do that?
No. Let's do this first.
Just super quick.
Yeah.
Biden campaign is pausing communications TV ads after this.
What?
Yeah. So now.
Okay. That is very breaking. That is very interesting. They're going to pause
They're pausing all campaigning. So again, the thing about this being, now we could look at this as bipartisan, cross aisle care. I'm just going to do a moment of silence for my opponent. Or we could look at it like this is the same party. We are under corporate rule and it is political theater that's happening.
That sounds more correct to me. That sounds more like what is happening.
We're going to rally around the flag.
Yeah, absolutely. Which
doesn't work anymore, folks.
No, it doesn't. But they're still trying.
Because they're making us rally around the flag to do crazy stuff.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, speaking of, so the Save America is now a trending hashtag, and it started specifically because of Donald Trump Jr.'s statement on X, he'll never stop fighting to save America. Now, that is an interesting thing to say when Donald Trump has an attempt on his life. He'll never stop fighting to save America? Bro, he needs to save himself. What are you talking about? Save America.
No, it goes God, country, me. That's the rhetoric.
I don't like it. I don't like any of it. So, Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Oh, love her. What's she say?
Arkansas governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said President Trump won't be stopped. America can't be broken. Pray for our country. Interesting.
See, here's what I don't get. You know, all of this condemning political violence, these are from the same people who roll up and tear gas kids at colleges just trying to make a point.
Absolutely.
That's political violence to me. Like if you're arresting people and tear gassing them because they're literally taking up space on a lawn, holding signs, and not doing any violence, just occupying and sitting there, and you're attacking them with military grade weapons because of their political actions here, that's violence.
Yeah.
That's violence.
Well, it's the same way that violence against people is not considered violence, but violence against property is considered violence. It's the same, it has the same vibe to me, that committing what happened downtown, that must have been, it was during 2020, I think.
The monuments?
Yes, when the monuments got pulled down in Santa Fe. When that happened, they called it a violent act. Nobody was hurt. Yeah. But they consider that violence because it was against private property. People were sick of these monuments. Mayor Weber wasn't moving his feet, but when does he ever? Especially at the request of the people. And he wasn't doing anything about it, and the people had enough, so they tore the monuments down, which I applauded that movement. But this is a very similar thing as to exactly what you're saying. They are considering protesting on a lawn, just taking up the space. And these were college students who already went to these colleges and paid tuition. They weren't trespassing on anything. They paid tuition to be there. It would be no different than them just being there. The only difference is that they had Palestinian flags and keffiyehs and had signs about stopping genocide. But I'm getting away from the point.
No, you're not, because there's a breaking quote from Biden that is right on that line.
Read it. I'm ready.
Speaking from Delaware, where Biden was spending the weekend, the U.S. president said the White House would give more updates throughout the night. The bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to conduct it peacefully without any problem.
Well, kids should be able to go to school without having to do active shooter drills.
They should, yeah.
You know, call me crazy, I guess.
The idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. Everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I'm able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. Now, typos or speech impediments aside, this must be a very stressful time for the president and the Democratic Party. I'm just gonna give my thoughts and prayers, and also my thoughts and prayers to the Donald's family. And
the Donald?
Yeah, well, he just said that's what to Donald.
Really?
Yeah, that's the quote. Is oh, wow. And if I'm able to speak to Donald. And it just all of the palling around, like the accidental saying Vice President Trump. Like, what if they put them both on the same ticket to show that we could rally all around America? You heard it here first, America. If that happens,
guys,
I want my Hogwarts badge, yo. If that happens, like,
imagine
all of the misspeaking.
Yeah.
And
what if they're actually giving the lead away?
Yeah.
And we just don't know it yet. And we're all like, oh, he didn't mean to say that. What if he actually did, though?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say around the linguistics.
So we were saying this about Project 2025. The reason that Donald Trump said he didn't know about it, what if it was because they were worried he'd give it all away? They didn't tell him what was going on.
They're like, here's Agenda 47. That's your thing.
Yeah, exactly. Here, take that. Go tell people about that one. Like, don't look over here. Don't look over here. Like, what if that is what's happening similarly, like you're saying right now? What if they decide to run them on the same ticket? What if they were like, oh, this is the ultimate bipartisan. We're friends now. We're running.
Yeah. What is the Rage Against the Machine song? Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Something like that. I'll have it for you. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bullets in the gun in the vending machines. Oh, assassination on the president's life attempt. Now, I'm just trying to say, again, I'm addressing the audience here, and anybody who you might be close to that might be getting fired up right now. Please tell them to
drink some tea,
calm, chamomile,
take a bath,
and
go for a walk.
Yeah, take some breaths.
So I have some new information here. Great. Just a little bit. I am following from the CNN feed here. For anyone who wants to find the information that I am looking at, hold on. They just refreshed it, so I'm going to have to scroll to find it. But now they are saying that the shooter was was like hundreds of yards away. They're saying the shooter wasn't even in the rally. Mm-hmm. They're saying that it would have required a rifle. It was several hundred yards. Mm-hmm. So they are assuming now the shooter was outside of the venue on a roof. And this is multiple law enforcement sources have referred to this individual as a sniper, although additional details are not clear just yet. So they are, and we were saying again just a minute ago about the TSA like security. How could someone have gotten it in there? Again, there are ways to probably have done that, ways that I probably can't even fathom. But now this makes a lot more sense if they weren't even in the rally. Oh yeah, no, I had a rifle with a scope in my mind in the first image, because to have grazed his ear
the way it looked like, hi, I'm a ballistics expert.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody knows this because I'm American.
Yeah.
I mean, who here doesn't know at least something about guns? We've been
even
shown,
people who
even
don't
when you're
own
not
them.
looking,
Absolutely.
everything they're possible of. No, man, I get these bullets because you do this thing and this explodes upon that and this shatters and it spreads and does this or that. Like, so, I mean, it looked clearly like you must have had a scope, to get that kind of a percent. I'm sure they were aiming for his head and missed, but still, like, do we know that? I don't know.
Okay,
Oswald, I don't know.
This was something that you and I talked about when we initially started talking about this as well, was we watched the video. Mm-hmm. We watched the video a couple of times where he is on stage and you hear the first shot and he turns and then I think you hear the second one and then he covers his ear and kneels down. So it's like I don't know. We've speculated at the fact that this could be, again, you're saying political theater. This could just be an act in the play. And who knows? Like I don't know who would orchestrate a thing like this, but.
What? The 3 corporations in trench coats that run the country that we talk about.
This place, guys.
Come on. You got to sell some flags. They printed all that merch.
Yeah. And the fact that Elon Musk immediately.
Oh yeah, here we go. So let's talk about Musk money.
Yeah, let's talk about Musk money.
What does this look like? I also want to say that it's Bulls on Parade from Rage Against the Machine. I mean, I could have sung it for you, but. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Yeah. They don't got to burn the books. They just remove them while arms warehouses fill as quick as the cells. Rally around the family, pocket full of shells.
So Elon endorsed Trump fully. He tweeted, "I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery." So Trump now has Musk money.
Yeah.
It also says down here, Musk, head of SpaceX, Tesla, and X, has made supporting right-wing causes and extremism in some situations increasingly central to his identity.
Oh, who he is as a person?
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that too. I mean, he grew up in apartheid on the wrong side.
Oh, yeah.
Or the right side. I don't know how you define which side is which.
No, it's the wrong side.
They're both. Yeah, I mean, it's bad to be a president. It is really bad to be the person doing it.
Yeah.
But doggone, I mean, do you know how much money he got?
No. What is his net worth now?
$245.7 billion.
Oh boy.
$billion dollars.
More money than you could spend in a lifetime.
Who Biden got? See, they almost got me. I almost said we. They got, I ain't in no we. I don't have no affiliations.
I'm not included in that. That ain't me.
I want to know who Biden's biggest supporter is.
Oh, yeah.
I know they were Schumer was waiting to hear from George Clooney and a couple of other donors.
That's right. That's why we brought up Clooney the other day.
Right, because they wanted to know if they had the donors' endorsement to kick Biden off the ticket.
Is George Clooney the biggest?
No, right. I'm typing it in. Who's Biden's biggest supporter?
While you're looking that up, just an interesting fact. Biden has received more money from Israel than any other person has in history.
Wow.
He has received the most money from Israel. That I knew he received a lot. I didn't know he received the most. So, just something for everyone to be aware of. Well, he's the one
that was quoted in the 80s, or is it the 70s?
It was 1986. It was his speech in 1986. I remember this very, very well.
Tell it to people.
Joe Biden was quoted as saying, and there's a lot of video footage of this speech, he's quoted as saying, if Israel did not exist, America would have to create an Israel to protect her interest in the region.
That's right.
America would have to invent in Israel. So it's not shocking by any means, right? Of course, this man is going to say and receive like the most money when it comes to Israel. Speaking of Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh, does he know what happened?
He knows what happened.
Uh-oh. He's coming to get him.
International support for Trump pours in after Pennsylvania rally incident. International leaders were writing messages of support on social media after Donald Trump was injured in the rally in Pennsylvania.
Like who?
Netanyahu was the first one.
Did we get anything from Un or?
No, we have from the Honduran president and the Hungarian president.
Wow.
But Netanyahu said, Sarah and I were shocked by the apparent attack on President Trump. We pray for his safety and speedy recovery.
Whoa, what did President Bush say?
President Bush calls incident at Trump rally, quote, cowardly attack on his life, end quote.
That's cowards.
And he says, Laura and I are grateful that President Trump is safe following the cowardly attack on his life, and we commend the men and women of the Secret Service for their speedy response.
Yeah. Law enforcement.
So that's what former President Bush had to say about it. I want to know more of what you think about this. Just in general. Give me an umbrella, give me a broad stroke, I'll take it.
No, what I think is that everyone can look forward to more of their civil liberties being revoked as quickly as possible.
Yep,
it's going to be told that they're being put on hold, but it's really just going to be a bunch of acts and movements put into place to further restrict folks' rights.
Yeah. Because this is what happens.
Yes, they're gone now to closer to, I think, martial law.
Yeah,
that's always a thing when they try to amp up the apparent danger.
Yeah.
Of the specter in the culture.
Yeah.
I think that those of us who are out talking free speech, just like this fellow human was said to us to be careful on their way out the door.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that. I feel like even up to now, citizens were being emboldened to take matters into their own hands.
Oh, absolutely.
Which to me is what the ammunition in a grocery store vending machine is more about to me. Like, you don't even have to go to the gun shop. And I get it, like some Walmarts or grocery stores, and they sell ammunition, but you have to go to a counter and talk to a person. You have to put on some sort of effort.
There's a human in between you.
Anything. Yeah, the perceived idea that you're not just standing there with your cart pulling out ammo so that you can stay stocked and lose your mind outside. Yeah. Now, and I am actually, now that when things fly out of my mouth, like, what if they run under the same banner and consolidate under this?
Dude, that is a thought that hadn't occurred to me, and I'm really glad you brought that up.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know if ever in history that's ever happened where
that would be interesting.
There's been
where they joined.
Yeah, one from each
instead of fighting against each other.
I wonder if it's ever happened. I'll look that up.
Yeah.
I did want to follow up and say that I looked into Biden's top contributors.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
So it's going from $9 million from the Greylock Partners. Okay. Then another 7 from Sequoia Capital and Democracy PAC. And then we have America Bridge 21st Century, which is a $5 million here. A NewsWeb Corporation, another $5 million. And then it goes into the twos. So Laborers Union gives him $2 million. What? And then that's separate from the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. So you can go to opensecrets.org.
Oh, Open Secrets is amazing. If you haven't been on Open Secrets yet, please go check it out.
It's got everybody here. Candidates and office holders, elections and fundraising data.
It is a fantastic resource for information.
I love this.
If you want to know where the money's coming from and where it's going to, Open Secrets is your place.
Mm. So it looks like that's what's happening for him. Now, the fact that we have somebody with $245 billion who's getting more every day.
Oh, yeah.
He's not getting broker. I thought he would after X. But
I thought he would too. Happen. I think we all thought it was coming.
He's going to drain him. But it
didn't.
So this person can put in this type of money.
Yeah.
Like eating a sandwich. You think he eats sandwiches? Or
I think he eats electricity. I think that's why he's so obsessed with electric cars. He just nom 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 nom. All those minerals that he's got, children mining for. I think he just gobbles that up. He is an electric car. I think that's the secret. Elon's a transformer. He's just the
Prime.
He's the worst one. Is the thing that no one's talking about. Anyway, enough about my secret.
I love it.
My secret dream of Elon being a transformer.
Just tried to type Donald Trump into
what are just the
secrets.
search results? Oh, yeah.
And
what does it say about him?
So one person named Timothy Mellon, he's an investor, and his name is not highlighted as a quick click link on Open Secrets, okay? So we're going to have to look up Timothy Mellon. This individual has given $75 million alone.
Wow. Someone give me $75 million.
Somebody give me $750 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Homie.
Okay, let's see if we can find any information on this Mellon.
Now, while you look up Timothy Mellon, investor, we've got Uline.
Uline?
Yeah, don't get no boxes. Okay. No tape for you. Uline. Okay. They gave $10 million just on their lonesome. I hope. Wait a minute. Yeah. $10 million. And then we got Bigelow Aerospace. They gave $9 million. America First, $6 million. McMahon Ventures, $5,250,000. And it just goes on by the million. The Republican Jewish Coalition.
Okay.
$2,737,000. And it's just J.P. Morgan Chase is actually coming in looking like lowballers here. They only gave $1 million up front. We don't know what they do behind. This is all the stuff that is open secret. Aren't there still like all of this
closed secrets?
What is it called when they don't disclose the shadow donors? What are they called? The shadowy money in politics that people talk about.
Yeah. I can't think of the name, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a term that, because people wanted more transparency in politics, so we could know who those people are. But it's looking like this cat's got he's got lots of millions of dollars.
Wow.
And so Elon,
So I looked up Timothy Mellon. He is an American businessman who is a grandson of Andrew Mellon and heir to the Mellon banking fortune. He is a major donor to the Republican Party and right-wing causes. Interesting that you would put it that way. Apparently he searched for Amelia Earhart at some point.
Because what else you gonna do?
If you got that much money?
Sure. Let's go find Amelia Earhart's bones.
Right? He calls social safety net programs slavery redux.
Wait, what?
Mellon's self-published autobiography describes his political views. He calls social safety net programs slavery redux.
You know what I call slavery redux? Taking away the human status of people being born here, like what we were talking about this morning. Yeah, you're gonna be born on a plantation, farming corn and strawberries.
Yep.
You're not a citizen of here. You're not a citizen of there.
But you belong to these people.
You belong now on the land.
Yeah.
So that's slavery redux to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, is there more that you want to say about this fool? I got Donald Trump's totals when you're ready.
Oh, tell me his totals.
So what are we gonna do about this person? Everybody just so Donald Trump in this current election, has raised for Donald Trump for president $195.75 million. He has spent $79.18 million. So homie's making a profit.
Wow.
They're making a profit off of this. We've got Make America Great Inc.
Oh yeah, he's got a whole bunch. He's got a whole bunch of stuff.
So let me tell you, this is separate. On Open Secrets, this is separate. That's another 178.56 million that they raised. And they've only spent 138.96 million. So it's looking like money is being used in some places for some things. But Donald J. Trump for president is not spending that much money. But Make America Great Inc. is spending some money. But they still coming out ahead right now. We're not even at the end. And don't even tell me you're going to need money for the big push when you got the dude who owns X, which is one of the biggest platforms for people to speak. Is going to be like putting shadow banning people. Yeah. They're going to be amplifying voices. Yeah, having algorithms going to be doing Elon, the thing. Elon with the AI. Elon, that Musk money.
Elon with the AI.
Elon with the AI.
You know Elon. You know.
Which Elon you talking about?
Oh, you know the one with the AI.
Elon with the AI. Oh, you talking about that Musk money? Oh yeah.
Musk money just sounds gross. I don't know why I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
So then we got the Save America organization. Like I got like six to 10 organizations here that are all separate and making a little bit of money.
Okay.
For Trump's totals. We got Save America, which is coming out a little bit overspent. They done raised 76.32 million and they've spent 90 million.
Okay.
And then we have Make America Great Again PAC, not to be confused with Make America Great Again Inc.
Oh goodness.
They've raised 14 million and have spent 14 million. So they're keeping it even. And then Right for America has raised 13 million and has only spent 15,000.
Wow.
Okay. So they're doing really profitable there. And then here's my thing about this money. You raise it, you don't have to give it back, right?
No.
Right.
It just goes to your political needs. Stuff. Yeah. Whatever you need to campaign.
So if you don't spend it, does catering get to take like do you really remember tips like this catering?
No, you just keep the rest. No change. No change. Like, what, y'all?
We want change. I want change, Hawt Diggity. Yes, change.
I want change, too. Goodness. Oh, my gosh, y'all.
Big changes.
We're going to read y'all a little bit more about this, and then we're going to say goodnight and see y'all later and have some more information for you next week. Something that, some new headlines that are popping up are things like The Nation Prays. The shooter was dead on a roof. Let me get my shoes is still a headline.
I want to know about these shoes. They gators.
What?
They gotta be gators.
Ostrich?
Baby gators.
Baby boa. He got them. It's some kind of baby animal. You got me on the tip and now I can't get off it.
Mr. Burns.
Biden says we cannot be like this. Now again, this is... It's hard for me to take... We
are like this, Granddad. Yes. We are like this.
Papa, we are like this. It's already... it's too late. It's already like this.
Like this, Papa.
Look at us. Look at what you've done to us.
You made us like this.
So... Again, I think that all these comments about like, we can't be violent like this. We can't accept violence like this. We can't allow things like this to happen. This is not who America is. This is not who we are. This is who we are.
Stop selling bullets in vending machines like the grocery store. I was and literally we can talk about not being like this. Stop letting people off the hook for overthrowing the whole election, putting him back up there in front of God and everybody to run him again, and then tell me we not like this. Yeah. Don't even do that. Don't even.
I'm
fix
not going to
buy
it. Yeah, come on. Get out of here with that. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. I am DJ Hawt Diggity. This is Dream Queen. Queen, tell us about your show before we kick off.
Oh, my show is a lot like this, and it's got
it's great
soul and great music. On Saturdays, 8 to 10 a.m. And often I have Hawt Diggity and Lil Queen Trashmouth and Iggy Mac and other KMR DJs on that we love. And we talk about stuff like this and loving yourself and others. Because you got to fix your own face before you can even deal with these
Absolutely.
Fools. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thanks for sticking around with us. Remember, don't talk to the cops. Love y'all so much. Have a good night. We'll see y'all next week.